is the key to photography.
I mean, this is supposed to be some sort of metaphor about the secret of photography, but there's no secret. It's just hard work. Let's get into the video. Okay, so like I said, there's no actual secret to being a good photographer. You just kind of gotta practice photography and just, do the work. But essentially, I think that there are 3 unbreakable rules of photography. And so that's what I'm gonna talk about today. Unbreakable rule number 1 is shoot lower than you think you might need to. And this is a really, really important thing because when you lower your camera, it gives you a different perspective. For instance, take these bananas. I can shoot it like this from my eye length, and that looks pretty normal, and it looks like a standard way to take a photo. But when I lower the camera and I start shooting like this, the weight of the photo actually gets a little bit more evened out top to bottom. It also doesn't distort because when you angle the camera downward, you tend to get a little bit of a stretchy feel from the bottom of the photo and the top of the photo. Another thing about shooting lower is it gives an odd sense of symmetry. Because symmetry doesn't actually exist in nature, it's a little bit more interesting to see, it's a little bit more interesting to make, and it's a little bit more interesting to photograph. Unbreakable rule number 2, follow the light. I've been taking this advice for a very long time, and it's really, really simple. Basically, look at your light source before you look at your subject and work inside of that parameter. This is a really important rule because it allows you to gain access to a lot of dimensionality in your photo. Rather than just shooting the photo however you want to shoot it, if you follow the light and pay attention to what it's doing to your subject, you're gonna get a lot more dimensionality in that photo. You're gonna get a lot more natural contrast on your subject matter. And you're also gonna get a lot more natural look, particularly when you're dealing with sunlight. And sunlight is always better than a flash. And then my unbreakable rule number 3 is always be ready to go off book. Now this seems like a little bit of an odd rule, is to make sure that you're ready to break the rules. I know it sounds a little bit odd, but something that has absolutely killed productions for me in the past is being too devoted to the process, because I'm so involved in trying to create this image that I want everything to go exactly as planned. But if you loosen up, just relax your shoulders a little bit, and then just go with the flow, you'll be less stressed, you'll have more interesting photos that you didn't even think that you were gonna get. And probably the most important thing of all is that the people that you work with are gonna be happier about the experience because it had a degree of spontaneity and it had a degree of fun to it because it wasn't too structured. So be ready to go off book, follow the light, and shoot low. Those are my 3 unbreakable rules for photography. I really, really hope you like this video. If you disagree with me, leave it in the comments below. I wanna hear what you think are the unbreakable rules of photography. Anyway, that's all I've got. I will see you next week. Peace!